Liberator, I don't mind. If he was like going Banshee, I'd be a bit nervous. So I think if you start getting really technical against DRG, who's just going for 90 drones and Ling Bane, it's like, are you really, like, you're putting a lot of eggs in that Banshee basket. I think against some Zergs, the Banshee uppers are real good because they'll mix in like roach attacks and stuff. DRG doesn't tend to do that. So I think you're like, you're basically like cutting out percentages where the Banshee gets a lot better as an opener.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's not going Banshee, so who cares? The Liberator's going to be popping. One of his 6 Hellions.
Yeah, I like this different way of approaching the matchup here. This time around here for Cure. Problem with DRG is he's very good at the Zerg part of the game, you know what I mean? He's very good at like having lots of bases and basically overrunning you, and you know, he knows how to propel himself far enough.
He spreads his creep, he makes his queens. He's a good boy.
He knows how to get to a position where the Zerg just can't die from there on out. Yeah. His mid game's so strong.
It's mechanically quite good. No question. Double Evo coming for him as always.
Yeah, these queens have to back up.
Yeah, 3rd command and a 2nd Liberator. What do we think about this?
It's interesting. Guess we got to first see how much more damage, how much more slowed down can DRG be here.
Spore is getting into position here against the Lib. Pushing it out.
Some maps you've got these spots where you could tuck a Liberator in and it can't be hit, but over there I think you cannot actually keep a Liberator there without a Spore just eventually crawling up there and hitting it.
They really
Cure
tried.
win,
like he literally
is
have those spots because it's just so deadly, you know?
Well, it's if you're not ready for it, it's like
or
so
a Lib
devastating.
sitting there is like,
that's
like a constant threat when it's between 2 bases.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, good block. Got to see those double Evos coming up really soon, or a double E-base rather, coming up really soon here for Kier. I think, okay, he actually did make them. I was going to say a good rule of thumb is to make sure that your E-bays are started before your opponents are done.
I like that.
Yeah.
So far, these Liberators haven't done that much here. DRG continues to grow. Oh, hold on. This might be the moment where there's actually quite a bit of damage here. Oh, he doesn't overextend, though. That's fine, too.
Don't want to lose him.
You could hide it behind that little thing. Did you just notice that?
Somehow the Queen would know it's there. I think that's
you just position your Liberator just perfectly. It can hide there. It can't be seen. Unless the Queen fires boomerangs, there's no way to get a hit from it either.
Boomerangs!
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, right now, Kier cannot he can't have his feet on the ground. The ground is lava. That's kind of a signifier of where the game is when the Terran can't actually occupy any area that the Zerg doesn't want them to. And that's, you know, the creep's going to continue to grow. Now let's see how these Widow Mines and this next push up here does. But right now, Bailing speed is done. The Zerg is looking very, very, very strong.
That was pretty good from DRG, I think. Dealt with that really much better, these mines. All right, Muta's coming out. Kier is not really finding much with this. Right? Like occasionally a tumor goes down, he picks off a couple units. I don't think any of it matters that much to DRG, who's now up at 80 drones. Continuing to add to that drone count.
So again, DRG continuing to grow, and right now he's just fitting in all the remaining pieces he needs to have an army that can bash Kier. Kier's doing, I think, a decent job here, but again, it's these little counterattacks like this with the Mutas or when the Lings run by.
Yeah, look at
and
that.
It does seem like Kier is stronger in the earlier half of these TVZs, but once there's enough bases on the map, he can't defend them all.
Yeah, DRG does well enough in his defense.
Yeah.
And his creep spread is really nice. You know, he's making sure that he's macroing out of his hatch as well. He has a macro hatch in the main most games.
Yeah.
And then it's Sling Bane time.
Yeah,
good catch there from Kier. Catching a few Mutas.
And then you got to be careful, man, because, you know, once you're not strong enough to hold your ground here, the Mutas can actually snipe the medevacs, and you just get so behind.
Yeah, that becomes crazy. All right, a lot of Ling Bane coming down here right now. There are some fire bats, so he's going to be a little bit more careful. All right, spreading as he goes in, splits off those Banes into 2 directions.
Yeah, this is quite a bit of damage here. Now, there's no more Banes, but there is enough to take this Thor out. He's going to have to pick that up and move that away. And now, again, this bunker empty here. This is a lot of damage. He can end up losing a lot of workers here. Yeah. We got 20 more Lings being made, many more mutas about to hatch.
Well, look at the amount of workers going down. 15 workers dying during all this. And in the meantime, DRG, I mean, yeah, he's losing a few Lings, a few Banes, but he's keeping Cure back. He's hurting his economy. He's got 83 drones at home. Just macroing back up.
Yeah,
Bam, 7 more drones as well.
I'm worried there's going to be another tsunami of Zerg units. It's going to smash that base as Terran gets smaller and smaller and smaller.
Absolutely. Look how many bases he's going up to now. Taking his 5th. I bet you he'll make a 6th in just a second to the right. This creep spread over there is really good already.
Yeah, there's just not a lot I can see that Terran can do. I'm kind of racking my brain here trying to think of a way that you can recover. It just doesn't seem...
He's got so much.
Yeah. Look at me. We are humans like you. Ah! That was close.
There's 3, 4 turrets in here.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
There's just too many. The SCVs can't even repair it. Even if it's completely surrounded, it's too much damage.
Taking out a piece of this economy here. Thing is, all of this I think is worthwhile for DRG. He really doesn't care if he loses a couple mutas. Just
it's
keeping
fine.
his opponent busy, picking off anything, because he can trade at deficits. It's not an issue.
Yeah, and you know, the creep is almost to the Terran's base, Artosis. Like, he's got creep everywhere. Look at this.
No, this is pretty dominant. You can see the look on Cure's face even.
Well, it's like he knows.
That's the look of, oh God,
he does not have much more time here. I mean, he's doing a good job trying to fight back, but this is domination.
Yeah, certainly what it looks like.
Okay, is it showtime? The Banelings are going to roll through here. It's so... Okay, this is actually getting a little bit humiliating here. I kind of feel bad for Kier.
Oh my God.
At first I thought, like, what's he doing? Why does he not have the mutas there? It's like, oh, because he's going to right-click on the...
Yeah. Well, he wants the mutas to stay alive.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, there were units in between him and the planetary, so what he did was he sent in Banes and it killed all the units in the planetary.
Yeah. That's an example, guys, of when you see somebody is, like, really, really, really ahead. He's just like, I can just right-click on the CC. He's like, look at me! He's got guns, he's got mines, he's like laid all these traps, and he just literally ignores that and just clicks on the building and blows it up.
All this technicality.
Yeah.
Oh, he's starting to snipe mutas. He's getting serious. Don't know how well snipes are going to work against these Banelings!
Here we go. Yeah, it's just too much. Ultra's here.
Well, I think he's going to hold this fine. Right?
Yeah, the splitting was pretty good, but again, this emphasizes just how insane the advantage the DRG has. DRG doesn't have to be cost efficient. He's got to be careful. If he makes a mistake like that a couple more times, maybe Cure starts to come back. But for now, it's like, it's understandable.
Yeah, that was a bit wasteful. Great hold from Cure, no doubt, no doubt.
No, excellent play.
Well, let's remake those Banes and Lings. He lost some Queens in there. He lost Ultras in there. Ah. By the way, Creep is over one of the bases Cure would normally take.
Yeah. Well, this is one of these games where Cure is basically having to play like single player while these armies just come in here and smash him.
Yeah, this is like save the Nexus or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, or one of those campaign missions where you gotta like survive against a Zerg for a little while.
Yeah. Survive until Zerg has used up every piece of gas on the map of Banelings.
Yeah, this mission is survive until Zerg goes to round of 8. Oh my God, look at this. Every Baneling is special too. Each one has a unique snowflake life. Never forget about that. They die, but each one has a little soul.
Do they?
Yes.
They seem soulless to me.
No, that's not true. Banelings like to be outside. They like the sun on their backs. They like to roll around. They feel natural when they're rolling. They don't get dizzy. Okay?
Yeah? Oh,
Each Baneling has its own little personality, its own little relationship with its other Baneling.
Well, I think most of those Banelings were cheeky, but
yeah,
you say so. Oh my God! All right, well this time he's going to go without the Banes. That's it. GG.
Look, Mom, no Banes.